Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Marco and today we are back with Jujutsu Kaisen and apparently the last episode of the season. This season is, in my opinion, better than season 1. I had a blast and shout out to the animators. We all learned the story behind their suffering, right, and their conditions, so hopefully that improves. As I keep saying, I'm not knowledgeable on this topic, so all I can say is I hope for the best, and I didn't notice any issues with these recent episodes. So yeah, in my opinion, as I say, definitely season 2 overshadows season 1. Season 1 was great as well, but season 2, bro, the constant action since the beginning of this Shibuya arc was insane. And we didn't even have Gojo in it, right? But even so, Gojo got some action at the very beginning and it was godly, man. I mean, it's Gojo, what are we talking about? But the amount of characters that we lost, the amount of people that was killed in Shibuya is nuts, man. And it's definitely a shonen that is trying to be different, man. There are some things that I found kinda like little bit forced, like Nobara's death and stuff, but overall it's a really entertaining and fun series, man. Yuki is now on the battlefield. I'm so excited to see Yuki in action. I'm so intrigued by her, that like fish-like ability, because it reminds me of Krolos, an ability that he used during the York New City arc in Hunter x Hunter, man. She seems like a really interesting character. She's Todo's master, for fuck's sake, man. Of course, I wanna learn more about her. So she's now facing Fake Geto, right? He was using Uzumaki, his supreme art, right? And he's a beast, man. He's definitely probably not at the same level when it comes to like actual fighting, like hand to hand and stuff, like close combat, let's say it like that. But he's also better than most of these sorcerers, man. I'm thinking like when I say that he's not close, I mean like Gojo, Sukuna, Toji, right? But he's one very cunning motherfucker, and he absorbed Mahito and Kyoto. Students came to help us, and they can do much, man. Kamo Noritoshi, we saw Miwa and Momo, they're here. Mai was trying to shoot Geto, but of course none of that worked. And Choso came as well, who claimed that he's actually Itadori's brother, which is really insane. We don't know too much about Itadori's family other than his gramps, right? But still, I'm having such a hard time imagining that possibility that he's actually related to Choso somehow. Because those memories did start when their blood came in contact, right? And Choso has like these feelings through the blood, and he shared a bond with the other brothers that died, right? He could instantly tell when they got killed, so it's also hard to call Choso's BS, right? Because I'm not really sure. It was a funny scene when Kamo Noritoshi was like, huh? Are you talking about me? But he was describing that like nasty Jujutsu sorcerer, and it appears that it was freaking Brain Geto. We saw the stitches, so God knows how long is he around, and what is the purpose? What is the exact purpose of Fake Geto, of the brain? What does he want? Is he like, does he want to kill all people or what? I'm still not sure, man, but hey, he's doing a fantastic job being a villain and reaching his goal, man, because we are all suffering a lot, man. Uraume used some pretty dope ice techniques. I really liked how the visual looked while that attack was on the screen and Yuki came in to save the day. So I'm pretty fucking hyped considering it's the last episode of the season as well. So without further ado, let's jump into final episode of season 2. Let's go, guys. All right, guys, that was the final episode of season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen, and boy, was it wild. And not wild in a sense that we had a crazy battle to end the season. Like, I fully expected Yuki to go fucking in on Geto and this like huge battle in the end of season 2, and we got nothing when it comes to that. So I was a little bit salty about that, but now when I actually finished the whole episode, it was a very satisfying episode, and we got to see a bunch of shit going on. So Geto has been around, this fake Geto, for at least 1,000 years, and he was talking to Sukuna about the certain time period, which is perhaps the period when Sukuna was being famous, right? And they were saying that he was like the demon with 4 arms or whatever. And is Geto, fake Geto, trying to return that period? Was that period like the most chaotic? Does fake Geto only wants chaos? Like, he was talking very, it was very, very hard to figure out what the hell he was talking about, but it looks like he released all of the curses he collected, right? And of course, now there is a power vacuum, right? There is way too many curses and way less available sorcerers that can take out these curses. The part that was a bit confusing to me and that we didn't get to see is that, if I got that correctly, not only that we have these crazy curses, but we also have people who are marked. We have people who ate cursed objects like Yuji, right? And we have people who are like gifted with cursed energy, who can use cursed techniques like Junpei. And thanks to those marks, they will just start fighting each other. So this whole zone and the darkness that we see spreading on the map is like basically like some insane messed up battle royale of cursed spirits and these people. And Yuji and the others are now probably going there to try and get rid of them. And they can't get it done in one swoop, right? They need to constantly go there, and hence why Yuji was clapping at the end. He's like, okay, let's go. Another day, another time for me to start beating these curses, man. That's the way I got that, but maybe I'm wrong, man. Not gonna lie, it was kind of confusing to me. But yeah, we even saw Tsumiki with that mark on her forehead, and I think that we saw that when we saw Tsumiki way back in season 1 through Megumi's flashback. I think he was imagining her laying down. I think she had that mark on her forehead, or maybe I'm misremembering. I can't be 100% sure, but I think that we did saw that, man. So Geto caused this much chaos and he's just like, I'm out. See ya. And he leaves, but he leaves with Gojo still being sealed, and we see Yuji calling Gojo's name. And it's so hard for me to imagine that we will head into season 3 one day with Gojo still being sealed. That's kind of wild, bro. But yeah, all that aside, my boy Yuta showed up. That was a nice entrance. So we got that whole scene with the little girl. By the way, super creepy scene. Like, I got used to those cursed spirits, but that one kinda gave me different vibes. It was actually a little bit scary, and of course, girl takes the bait, goes outside, and Yuta is there. My brain is immediately thinking about Toji for some reason. I guess it's the white uh, shirt, hoodie, or whatever. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? How is Toji still alive? And then I process that it's my boy Yuta, and he has a sword as well, and he's finally here, and he wants to kill Yuji, and he's winning over higher ups. He's winning them over, and they actually believe him to do that task. We saw like those 5 statements or whatever, and they're treating Gojo as one of the instigators of all of this. They're treating principal of Jujutsu High as well like a criminal. He has been sentenced to death, poor guy. They of course want to kill Itadori, and that Yuta will be like his executioner. Like, it's fucking insane. And it's kind of believable, right? If we think about the scene with Inumaki as well. So my boy Inumaki lost his arm, bro. When did that happen? I don't think we saw that, right? I don't remember. I feel like I would remember something like that, man. I do remember Todo losing his arm, but I don't remember Inumaki, man. I mean, it's not... It is a clear handicap, but Todo can't use his ability. Inumaki will probably still be able to use his, but the point I was trying to make is that Yuta and Inumaki are actually good friends, and they went on... Was it Yuta'S? It wasn't Yuta'S first mission. Yuta'S first mission was with Maki in that school, right? But he went on a mission with Inumaki where he bonded with him, and Inumaki was taking care of him and helping him overcome his anxiety, fear, and stress, and all of that. So, yeah, and Yuta was using Inumaki's technique as well, if I remember correctly, in the movie. So we know that they're pretty close. So Yuta saying that makes it very believable. But we know how Yuta is, right? And we know how much he loves Gojo as well, and how much Gojo loves Yuta, and what Gojo did for Yuta, right? And what Gojo is doing for Yuji as well. I think that my boy Yuta is winning over higher ups, but in reality, he doesn't want to get rid of Yuji, man. I just have this feeling that something like that wouldn't happen, man. But then again, I have to admit that the author of Jujutsu Kaisen is a little bit wild, so we have to leave some opening for that to happen as well. That Yuji straight up wants to murder Itadori. We cannot scratch that off, man, at all. So damn, I can't wait to see more, man. Who knows when they will animate season 3, but yeah. We saw my boy Yuji at the very end, like going out, probably about to take out those curses, right? It's like a cleanup. Maybe they're doing this every day, as I said, or and he's training and improving, and I guess he has those permanent scars on his body right now. Shame that we didn't see Yuki fighting. She was talking to Geto at the beginning about cursed energy and about how she wants to get rid of it. We know that through her conversation with Geto as well in flashback episodes. And Geto is talking about optimizing the cursed energy, and the part about Japan monopolizing on cursed energy and other countries getting upset. That dialogue is something that I really need to rewatch to fully understand. They were even mentioning Tengen, right? So Tengen is clearly much more important than I first anticipated. So not only that we had that stuff about the vessel and all of that, Tengen is actually quite important. So I will make sure to keep an eye on Tengen as well. And that's pretty much it, guys. Season 2 was fire. Definitely better than Season 1, and Season 1 was awesome as well. RIP to Nanami. I don't know what happens with Nobara, Maki, what happened to Naobito, Zenin. Where is my boy Megumi? We didn't get updates about them, so I don't want to say rest in peace for them, because I feel like they're not just random nobodies that would get off screen, right? So I think we might see them in the future. Thank you guys for watching. Now that I caught up to Jujutsu Kaisen, of course, there will soon be a poll for you guys to vote for my next show that you want me to react to. I will end the video here for today. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please consider subscribing, leave a like, comment, all that good stuff as always. Check out my Patreon page if you want to see full and early reactions. I will be seeing you very soon with another video. Until then, take care and have a nice day. See ya, guys.